Welcome back. Let's talk about Figma. What is it? The short version is this. It's a free design program that allows you to make awesome web and app design projects. So websites and Android and iOS apps. Did I say it's free? Yes, it is. There's a solid free plan, though after a while you should upgrade to the professional plan. Now for this course, the free plan is totally fine. Now people are a bit upset about the price increase, but overall, Figma is still the #1 program for UI work, specifically web and app design projects. Now, why do designers love Figma so much? Now, I can't say there's one thing in particular, but let me tell you my view. The first thing, I like the fact that several people can work in Figma at the same time in the same project. And that's awesome if you work with other people. The second thing that I like, you can use Figma in your browser. Yeah, you heard that right. You can fire up just about any browser, sign up for the free, and get to work. Your computer doesn't have to be all that powerful. No need for an incredible CPU or graphics card. No need for 64 gigs of RAM. No, Figma works on just about any computer, so that's awesome. While it does work in your browser, I do suggest you install the standalone program. That's what we're gonna use throughout this course. So please, pause the video, create a free account, and download Figma. I'm not gonna show you how to install it because it's like signing up for Gmail. It's all super simple, super straightforward. And the third reason why I like Figma, for beginners, it's easy to use, but it's built to handle the biggest projects that you can think of. 50-page website designs, 400 screens for the mobile app. More than that, it allows you to quickly change anything. That's the real power of Figma. And that's why it's used by the biggest companies in the world. One final thing I want to mention about why I like Figma and why most people appreciate it. Figma makes it easy for developers to pick up your project and start coding it. Overall, it's by far the best choice for web design purposes. Now, let's talk about Figma versus other programs like Photoshop, Illustrator, but also Sketch, Adobe XD, and so on. First of all, you should not compare Figma to Photoshop or Illustrator. Those two Adobe programs are very powerful, sure, but they're built for something else. Photoshop is an incredibly versatile program. It can do lots of things, but because it's so capable, it's also quite slow. It's like a massive cruise ship. It's filled with lots of things for your enjoyment, but because it offers so much, it's so hard to get around it. And it's not exactly the definition of speed, to put it nicely. Illustrator, again similar to Photoshop, is an absolutely fantastic program, but it's all about working with vectors. It has a different purpose. Figma, on the other hand, is all about web design work, all about app design projects. So because it relies on these two things, everything around it focuses on these types of projects. And because of that, it's faster, it's easier to learn, but also it's incredibly powerful in that context. Now let's talk about Adobe XD and Sketch. These are direct competitors, they do the same thing. Now all three of them fight for the same thing, but which one is better? But see, here's the thing, that's not the right question. There is no best program. BMW 3 Series versus Mercedes C-Class versus Audi A4. Which one is the best? The latest iPhone or the latest Android? Which is best? Pepsi or Coke? Which is best? It's not as clear-cut. It's a matter of preference. Sure, there are differences, but at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. But let me help you out a bit more. Adobe XD is about to be shut down. Adobe simply could not compete with Figma, so they decided to simply shut down Adobe XD. So that's no longer an option. Now, as for Sketch, it only works on a Mac. It's a fairly small community and it's not used by a lot of companies. So Figma is the clear favorite. But I have to be clear, it really doesn't matter what program you choose to work in. The client doesn't care, the developer doesn't care, the design community doesn't care. And more about that, the coder doesn't have to learn Figma. The client doesn't have to open up the source file and browse around through it. No, both of them are gonna get a link from you and they're gonna be all set. So they can see the project without having access to all the layers and whatnot. Now, I know you still have questions, but please, let's continue and we're gonna take it step by step. For now, please pause the video, make sure that Figma is installed as a standalone program because we're about to get to work. I'm gonna see you in a second.